Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the beautiful Sport Optics studio. I am your host, Jayse. Today, we're going to be talking about some real cool new options from Vortex in the enclosed red dot pistol optic space. A couple different options with some key differences. It's going to be pretty cool to get into it. So sit back, relax. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and enjoy. So the big question is, what is the difference in a open emitter red dot versus a closed emitter red dot? Now I know there's a ton of videos out there on that specific topic these days, but hey, never hurts to have a refresher and a new perspective, right? So essentially, you have your standard open emitter red dots that have been around for, since red dots existed, and they're cool. They work super well. The biggest issue that they may have now, again, I even use open emitter red dots with great success and generally don't have issues, but something that may happen depending on your situation, your environment, several other factors, is because it is a open emitter, meaning your little emitter in here that projects the red dot onto the glass is, open to the air. You could potentially get debris in there, rain, snow, water, mud, dirt, sand, whatever, belly button lint, if you're concealed carrying it, can get in this and essentially occlude that emitter, which makes your dot disappear. So that is just something that can happen. So what an enclosed emitter dots do is essentially eliminate that factor of it. Your emitter is enclosed between two lenses in this nice little housing here, and there's really no way anything can essentially block the emitter itself. Could something still get on your glass? Yeah, absolutely. That could happen to any optic ever, right? But it's going to be real darn hard, unless you have a catastrophic failure anyway, for anything to actually, get in the way of the emitter in this thing. So first off, what I would consider kind of their flagship offering in their enclosed optic options is going to be the Defender-ST Enclosed. We all know and love the Defender series. It's been around for a while. I've used a Defender XL personally on one of my guns basically since it came out, and with great success. I've loved that optic, and this is basically the next evolution of that. It has a lot of the same offerings. It's a loophole Delta Point Pro footprint. You've got your solar panel up here that basically works in conjunction with the battery so your optic knows, do I work off a battery? Do I work off solar power? And that essentially just extends your battery life even more. As you can see, the form factor, it has increased a little bit, but I mean, really, here's your standard open emitter Defender, and it's as far as length, size, all that weight, it's really, kind of what for what. The enclosed option is just has that boxiness look to it. But all in all, they did a pretty cool job with the form factor, and the fact that it still uses the Delta Point Pro footprint is awesome. You don't have like the proprietary stuff. Not that the acro or anything like that is proprietary now. It's been around long enough to where there is more offerings, but there's just so many offerings for Delta Point Pro mounting. So the fact that they were able to do that in this is pretty cool. Now moving on back, still staying within the Defender line, we have the Defender-CCW enclosed. Again, I've packed a Defender CCW on a Glock 43X basically since it came out. It's a great little dot. RMSC footprint, mounts directly onto the slide of the Glock 43X, as well as plenty of other pistols. And man, it just works. And again, because it is an enclosed emitter, same thing I was saying earlier, you don't have to worry about that debris getting on it. You still have a very small footprint, even when compared to the standard Defender CCW. And again, just a really solid dot from Vortex that's going to work. And last but certainly not least, we have the Venom. Now the Venom is overall similar to the Defender options, but there are some concessions made to get that price down a little bit. Still going to be basically the most affordable option of its type, you know, with a common mounting footprint and a enclosed dot, which is awesome. But there are certainly some differences you need to consider. For one, it's not going to have the solar option that the Defenders have. It's still going to use a 2032 battery and have a lot of battery life. I think Vortex quotes it around 35,000 hours on its medium setting. Still has motion activation. It's just not going to have that solar technology that the Defenders are going to have. Also, the buttons are moved to the top on this guy. That's just kind of a personal preference. I do like the buttons being on the side. That's what I'm used to. That's what most pistol dots have, but them being on the top is not a big deal. It's just a personal preference type thing. Also, one big thing to consider is the Defenders, specifically the standard Defender, is going to come with a MOS mounting plate for if you're mounting these on Glocks that you see right here. The Venom will not. It will come with all the screws, but the plate itself, you're either going to have to use the MOS plate that comes with the Glock, or since those aren't known to be the greatest, you're probably going to just want to buy a separate adapter from a reputable company. And guys, that's really about it. It does, you know, most of what the Defender does with a few caveats. And you know, the glass the glass is still good. It's, you know, plenty serviceable. It's not going to be quite what the Defender is, but for the price and what you're getting for this guy, I think it's hard to beat for what it is. Another cool thing to mention is all of these are going to come with pretty much everything you need to get mounted up and get shooting right out of the box. They're going to come with a plethora of different mounting screws for different platforms. They come with the Torx bits or different tools for mounting and for, you know, getting into your battery compartment. They come with the battery itself, a cover, a lens cleaning cloth, your manual, pretty much ready to rock right out the box with all these. And of course, we can't forget Vortex's unconditional lifetime warranty for, you know, anything life may throw at you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time and for being here today. If you've enjoyed anything you've seen or learned anything, make sure to like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And as always, remember that SportOptics.com is your premier dealer for some of the finest optics available in North America. If you are interested in anything that we've talked about today, as well as our plethora of other options from Vortex and plenty of the other highest end brands on the market today, make sure to message us, email us, call us. You know, we are happy to help you out, talk to you at length about this or whatever else you may need. And with that being said, thanks again. God bless.